ABC, it's Greeno. Let's do another quick update here. New stuff's been sitting around, stuff out of the collection, whatever. First up, just got finished spinning this. MOD, USA for MOD. Classic little nugget. 1987. If you've never checked out MOD, it's Billy Milano from SOD. The guys from SOD, basically went back to Anthrax, and Billy put MOD together. Killer stuff, very unpolitically correct, funny crap. Great album. Listened to the crap out of that as a kid. Still remember most of it. Next, Weird album. Knew nothing about this band. Kind of popped up on one of the sites I ordered from, so I went ahead and grabbed it. It's a band called Silver Stars, Japanese band. Crazy cover. Hopefully the glare is not too bad. Really not metal, hard rock, or anything. This is actually a weird album. There's some cool guitar stuff in here, a little hard rockish, but it's also got like a blend of new wave-ish punk, experimental, just odd. But there is a connection to Bow Wow, the Japanese hard rock metal band. These guys were roadies. From what I've read, there's very, very little information about this band. But from what have been able to find, some of these dudes were roadies for Bow Wow, same band. And the guitar player from Bow Wow was in this band. Or was connected with the band somehow, I don't know. But here's the label. It's on Thrash Records. This is 1979. They did 3 albums total. This was the first one. I'd like to grab the other 2. From what I have read, which was One Little Thing, basically each album got a little more rockin' by the 3rd album. That's supposedly the best one, whatever. I really enjoyed this one. This was very strange, but cool, I don't know how to explain it. Check them out. Worth giving a shot. Next, Total Cheeseball, great though. Bad Habit, Young and Innocent. These guys were from Sweden, I believe. And man, I've had this sitting around forever. Finally spun it. Probably picked it up 5-6 years ago in a big haul down Myrtle Beach, if I remember correctly. This is a UK pressing, but this is total AOR, hard rock, whatever, but done very well. I don't know much more about these guys. I do know they've put out more albums, but this was 89 or so, and maybe earlier, 86, no, crap, I can't even remember now. 88. Need to get longer arms. Looks like 88. But I don't think they did much for like 3 or 4 years after this. It kind of doesn't look like. But again, I don't know much about this band, so they may have. But they did, they released more probably in the 90s, I guess, than any time. And I think they just did something not too long ago, 4 or 5 years ago. Alright, next, brand new, just got this in. It's the new Blizzard. Genesis Reversed on High Roller. Hopefully you see that. Very cool. These guys are out of Germany. Brand new album. This is their first full length. They had an EP before this one. I have that too. Really dig it. Just kind of that new wave of traditional heavy metal. Very cool band. Older band from Sweden, older as in the last 10-15 years, Crash Diet, and this was their album 2013, The Savage Playground, and kind of a odd band. Their first album was like around early 2000s, was really freaking good, and that singer, I don't know if he died while he was in the band or after he got kicked out of the band. Either way, he's deceased now. And they've had a couple singers since then. But that first album I really dig, and I've checked out some of the other stuff since then. It was okay. But this is really good. Like I said, this is the last one they've put out. Newest one they've put out. 2 LP set. I think it was on Back on Black. Yep, Back on Black. I picked this up cheap. It was like $12 or something. But very cool. That Skid Row-ish, kind of late 80s sounding MTV metal, whatever you want to say. I'm really rocking. Played a couple 12 inches. Got Wasp, I Want to Be Somebody. Love Wasp. And Saxon, this is Wait for the Night. The Wasp, the B-side is Tormentor live, and this is Waiting for the Night on both sides. Okay, this next one I found in a local shop. Just I haven't been out digging hardly at all this summer, but just probably 3-4 weeks ago I went in, and they had this behind the counter up on the wall, you know, with the top shelf stuff, whatever. But it's like near mint. It's beautiful shape. And it's Warfare, Metal Anarchy on Neat Records. This is like 85, I think. And it was a little pricey. They had $25 on it. Still got the sticker on the bag there. But that store does the little punch cards. You know, you fill up the punch cards. And they do $25 towards anything, you know, in the shop. I had one filled. So basically it cost me $5. So I went ahead and grabbed it. This is the red Neat label. Very cool. If you're not familiar with Warfare, they're just in that Tank, Motorhead, Venom. Take that, all three of those, stir them up in a pot, and you get kind of Warfare. Cool stuff. And always happy to add, you know, something like that to the collection. Like I said, it's like beautiful shape. It looks brand new. Vinyl and cover. That's kind of it for the metal. A couple more things I've been spinning. This is like definitely on my list of top 100 albums ever. And it's the Rave-Ups, The Book of Your Regrets. It's a killer album, man. Late 80s. They were originally from Pittsburgh, but I think they moved to LA. It's 88 on Epic. And it definitely has that 80s production, but it's just amazing songwriting, just really good lyrics, music, the whole deal. I freaking love this album. And it pops up cheap all the time. This is a gold stamp promo. And I actually have a couple copies of this, and looks like this one was $4. And I know I've never paid more than that for it. Or for the other one, probably paid a couple bucks for. But this one was a little better shape than what I had, so I went ahead and grabbed it. Just really good band. If you never checked them out, and you know, and you can dig the 80s style, definitely check them out. Very cool. Next is Ray Charles and Milt Jackson, Soul Meeting. This is on Atlantic Records. And this was a yard sale find for like $1 on the original. Pretty cool, pretty mellow. Just something cheap to check out. Next, Little Milton, live in Monterey. And this is on Stax. It was actually a show from '73, I think it was, that was never released. And Stax put it out in the late 80s. Yeah, 1973. Here's the back. Very cool. Yeah, always trying to add to the blues collection. This was a cheap find at some point. And like I said, it wasn't released till the 80s, but it's a show from the 70s. It was very good. There's the Stax label. I had a couple more here. Albert King with Stevie Ray Vaughan. This came out not long ago. Well, I'll say not long ago, probably 4 or 5 years ago. And they actually put out the DVD of this and the vinyl. And again, it's on Stax. And this is pretty killer, man. I mean, Stevie Ray, you know, and Albert King, you know. I mean, both are killer. And it's pretty cool. The DVD is definitely longer, but they left in, you know, Albert King especially talking a good bit to Stevie, and Stevie talked a little bit. But there's a version of Pride and Joy on here, and it's the best version I've ever heard of Pride and Joy. It just, Stevie just tears it up. There's the label. Very cool, and this wasn't expensive either. Back when I picked it up, less than $15, I think. And last but not least, reissue of the debut from the Jayhawks. This originally came out in the mid-'80s, 86. And if you're not familiar with the Jayhawks, one of those early alt-country bands. Again, this is 80s, but alt-country kind of kicked in the early to mid-90s. You know, with Uncle Tupelo kind of exploded whenever they split into Wilco and Sunvolt. And then all these other bands, Jayhawks were already going strong. And yeah, it was a killer scene. I really dig that scene. And the Jayhawks were a great band. It's just kind of a rockin' country thing, you know. It's country is in old school country, not 90s country and on, or whatever passes for country now, which to me just sounds like hair metal ballads, or straight up hair metal. To be quite honest, some of the stuff I hear is like, how is this country? Anyways, that's it for this update. Probably try to do another one. Still got more stuff to show. I've been spinning a ton of crap. It's piling up. I need to put it away, but I kind of want to show it before I do that, so make some quick videos. Alright, BC. Later.